out. I
Uh,
feel like we haven't been live for 2 months.
it feels like it, but it's not that long, but it has been quite a few weeks.
It's been a minute. It's been
Yeah,
it's been a lot of crap happening,
too much. Way too much.
Oh, me and Jolie had a live. I don't even remember that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, when
She's
I had
funny.
company, because I
That's
tried to
right.
watch a little.
Yeah, Jolie is so funny though. Oh God, did I not bring my drink in here? I'll get it in a minute. I'll get up and get it in a minute. So welcome in to the live with
I,
me and Dawn.
anybody here? I don't see
I
anybody.
don't think so. We're just talking to
Ah,
ourselves. But there's the replay gang, so we can say hey.
hey to the
Hey y'all.
yeah.
I can't ever get the stupid thing to go my way. Are you gonna go my way? Okay. I have the best story, but it's a little sordid and a little crazy.
We like sorted and crazy.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, but what about DDB and getting to 1,000?
Finally,
Oh,
proud of her.
I know. I'm proud of her. Yeah, she's very excited. She had a couple little tears. Lots of milestones, though, right?
Yes, yes,
Lots of milestones. You got to 3 grand.
yes. I was happy about that.
Yeah, that's nothing to sneeze at. I don't know if I can still. Okay, yeah, I can come out a little, but I don't want anybody to see my bazooms. They're floating low today, girl. They low. I don't have a support
Lots
bra
of
anymore. Brenda, hi. Hi, I'm Brenda from Florida. I love you too. How are you? Mary Harker, hello.
Sadie.
My
Yeah.
favorite ladies, Zadie. That's a cool name. I like that. Zadie, my homeboy's lady. I don't know where I heard that. I think it's a Snoop Dogg song.
Yeah.
Um, so welcome in if you're just getting into the live. Thumb up the live if you don't mind. That's what tells the algorithm that you love me, I love you, we're friends forever, and can't nothing break the bonds of that. Okay, Beesh?
Like the Barney song, Winnie.
Huh?
Like the Barney song.
I love you. Oh my God. I spent
You
so
love
many years of
me.
that. And
Yeah.
our babysitter, God rest her soul, she just died last year, but our babysitter for all three of mine, she had a VHS or a VCR, She had every Barney tape.
Oh man. Oh man.
So yeah. And they loved it till they were like 4, and then they started school at 5, and then occasionally I'd have to bring them over for something, but
Yeah.
yeah, she had all three of mine stretched out for 25 years.
Wow. God love her. Jeez.
Right? She was a sweet little lady. My grandmother was real good friends with her from church. And
Aw.
so she did Bible study with them, and all that good stuff. And if it wasn't about Jesus, she wasn't gonna have it in the house. And one of my friends took her little girl over there, and she was just very spirited. My friends, it's actually, well, I won't say who it is in case they're watching, but she was looking for a babysitter. She'd been going to preschool and she kept getting sick. And I was like, well, just take her, to a private babysitter like we do. It's cheaper and she feeds them.
Yes.
And so she did. And, my friend's daughter was just very spirited. And she told me the next day, she said, I can't watch her.
Oh.
And I said, why not? And she said, I believe that she is possessed by the
Oh my
devil. And
God.
she was dead
God.
serious. And I mean, this is like a 3 or 4-year-old kid or 5. I don't know. She
Oh
was
my
little.
God.
And I said, well, I don't know about that. She's very high strung, very spirited, and,
Oh, yeah.
speaks her mind, I guess. But yeah, hello, Apple Blonde. Hello, Miss Jelly. I love you.
Lisa,
Hi.
my
Lisa,
Georgia apple
uh,
blonde. Hey.
my New York lady. How are you? Guys, thanks for coming into the live. I'm sorry I've been out of the loop. I still haven't put my Dawn, did you know it did this?
I did, and I forgot to tell you because somebody told me because I didn't know it did it.
I didn't know. I was like blown away. I was like, wait, what?
I know. It's great if
I
you wear
do
red.
love this. But
Yeah,
now it's not like me not to have color. But of the ones that she had, I felt like this was the most pliable.
and
Yeah.
I think that that's gonna go with everything, and you're gonna
Yeah.
appreciate it,
Yeah. I do love it. I think it is great. And I just have not bothered. I went into my Coach bag.
right?
Okay. So I have a Coach story for everyone.
Okay.
So I am late to the Empire party. I should have gotten on the Empire list quicker. And Way of course, I think she did. I don't know if she said something. Somebody said like, if you want that, and it's one of those things where you don't realize you want it until everybody else has it and you don't know
Right.
what you want, what you got till it's gone or whatever. Right? And hey Nick, now Nick, if you're going to be sweet and whatever, I'm totally going to shout you out, but don't start saying some craziness, Nick. I'm going to treat you good.
His name is Craziness, so that should say it.
Oh, okay. He's got to go. He's got to
So,
go. Sorry. I'm not I'm not going to say your whole I see what you're doing there. Okay. All right, Nick's out. All right, Georgia. Oh God, here we go. Here we go. Oh, Georgia. Okay, no, she's got a real question for us. Okay,
yeah.
Georgia. Hi, sweetie. Did you ladies watch the spring? I did. I did. I loved the I Love New York t-shirts. I didn't get one in New York because that train of ours moved so fast. I was afraid
Not
because
though.
I didn't know where I was. You
They
know,
them.
huh?
We stopped with Lisa in a couple of those stores, and they
We
had
did, but I was kind of like, I don't know when the train is going to go again. I need to do I have time to get an I Love New York?
we would have stopped the train, Winnie. I
I know, but
stopped the
but
train.
when I got back, I ordered an I Love New York T-shirt. I mean, they're the same thing. It's fine. It's fine. And I could have Lisa send me one. Like come on, it's okay. It's okay. It is fine. It is fine. Lux, hello. I'll tell you what I thought. They did look cool and everything looked edgy. But the funny thing about I went on what I thought was the live show, and I was looking at
That was funny.
the winter show from last year, and I kept thinking like, why are they inside and all bundled? I thought this was like spring
Yeah.
summer next year or something. Like I was like, what the But then it only took me a minute, and I put in our group chat like, "What's up with all these damn distressed moto boots? I love the look." And then I was like, "Wait a minute, wait a minute. They're talking about nothing's going." So it was just outside with that tree.
I was so confused when I saw that message because I was waiting for the train, and I said, "Wait a minute, am I just clicked on this?"
I was in the wrong because Coach says live. Like if I'm live right now, I see where people get it because they push on what they think is a live video, and they may get anything from us. So I get it, but I liked. Help me understand the. Was it just bag charms on a chain? That's what it looked like to
That
me.
looked like one of them was just bag charms on a chain.
On a chain, and that was Kamala Harris's stepdaughter.
Yes.
We found out that had
Yeah.
the one with the just looked like chains. I think she had a leather mini skirt or something on.
There might have been a very small bag that she was wearing that was in the back that you couldn't see.
Yeah, or maybe a card holder. I even thought like the flat pouch could be like a card holder. Maybe we're doing that. And I was like, okay, we're getting back to micro bags. Okay, girl, yes. But then I tried to shop the runway. Did you guys go on and try?
I tried.
Yeah,
I'm like,
nothing was ever added to bag except for the recycled stuff.
right. And in my opinion, those were the best bags. The vintage bags that they painted were the best bags
Yeah,
by far. But
they
honestly, for
were.
what they were charging for those bags, I could buy one and send it to Yoda, and Yoda will paint it for me. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not that much, you know.
Exactly. Excuse me while I'm still coughing, guys. I had to call my doctor today and ask her would she give me some more cough medicine. And I know I know she probably thought, oh my God, what are you asking me? What are you? But I'm like, no. A month later, I'm still sick. Well, it's not been a month. It's been 3 weeks. But
Ugh.
I cough so much at night, guys. It's like I'm breaking a rib.
My
So
scalp is on top of it too, because there's a lot of grass pollens and stuff.
yeah, and I think that's part of it. So I've been doing my Zyrtec at night and Allegra in the morning, which that's what my doctor always says. Like when you feel hay fever season coming, do that. And I'm like, well, I don't know what season this is, but damn it. Okay, so I have to tell you, Dawn Kitchen Chat. That's what we should call this live. Dawn's Kitchen Chat. Oh
Yes.
wow, we got a lot of people in here. Thanks for coming by, guys. Serena, hi. I'm glad that you are here. Thank you to the mods who will probably have to. Yeah, Lisa, drug seek you gave her.
Yeah.
It really, and I didn't care if she gave me more cough syrup, but I also, even those little pearl things, I was okay with it. She didn't even bother to call me back. I guess she felt like I was just out here trying to get high or something. I was like,
Gonna
trust
sell.
me, I'm not. I just am dying. Okay.
Oh,
But anyway, okay, so this story, guys, this story. Okay. So Empire bag, I miss it. I think that I miss it. So last week, I'm looking at all these people who have bags, the Empire, because you guys don't realize it, but I want the great big one. I want a big one. Who
chocolate.
is she? What is she talking about? And I wanted the Navy. So, okay. I should have done a cough drop, but anyhow, I go and I pay. So I think the size that I want, which is the 40, is $8.95. It's not. It's $6.95.
Right.
I don't realize that. I don't put two plus two together. And so this guy online on eBay, there's two sellers. One is asking 2,000 for the Navy
I
40,
saw that.
and then the other guy was asking 15. So I offered him below that, and he took it. But now in my mind, I'm still thinking, oh, it's still a couple hundreds dollars over list. No, ma'am. Once I realized the bag wasn't 900 and it was 700, I was like, oh shit, I have way overpaid for this. So I was like, you know what? It's okay because I really want the bag. Cut to the bag's not even here yet. Weiwei says they've restocked.
Hell no. Oh, hell no.
Well, I just go, well, you know what? I'll offload one of the bags for a little more. I won't make what, I'm stuck. I'm thinking like, oh shit, I'm stuck. I'm stuck, right? Okay. Yes, Coach does an excellent navy, and that burnished navy, it's a little darker on the edges. You can't really tell it like the Merlot. The Merlot, they did,
Like
it's
that.
such a contrast, but the navy sort of blends in. But I'm going to beat the freaking brakes off of this bag. I'm probably going to say that in the video again 10 times. But anyway, cut to today, I get the way overpriced bag from eBay. It's gorgeous. And I go on to like leave a feedback, and I noticed that it says, hey, you can return. I'll accept a return. So I was like, yes, ma'am. Yes, I will be returned.
Yeah.
I hit return. eBay sends me the return label. I have nothing to do with the return label. That's between eBay, God, and the seller. Like, we're done. I'm out. All I'm doing is
Right.
printing out a label and putting it on the package and sending it back. So I feel bad enough because they give you like lists of why you didn't, and I put order by mistake, whatever, which is true.
Right.
I didn't realize how much it was. All of it was a mistake. So I went ahead and ordered one from Weiwei. So we're good. I have one coming
Oh,
from
good.
Coach whenever they decide to get it here. Right? It could be a back order situation. I might still be in trouble. But anyway, so I tell Bill, I'm like, take this to FedEx right now because I feel bad enough that I like returned it, but still that this person was
Yeah.
gouging me. So he gets it in the mail really quick. I get an email right before the live, well, about an hour ago. And it said, hey, eBay says you're returning the item, which is fine. Only what address is it? And I said, it's at this address. And he's like, I don't even live there anymore. And I'm
Oh,
like,
shit.
not my problem, but okay. Like,
Are you having
what's up?
for
I
it?
don't,
That's your
yeah, I
fault.
still don't have any. It's a different city, even. It's not even the same town.
Wow.
So he said, I've called FedEx. They said that you, because you're shipping it, can change the address. Now, okay, I could if it was me sending you something through FedEx. I'm a personal,
Right.
right, but we don't have a third party going through.
Right.
I could go online and rectify that, no problem. I call FedEx. Like, I think I go above and beyond for this guy because, first of all, it's kind of his karma for gouging people as hard as he did.
Yes.
And then Coach restocked it, and I'm like, guy,
Yeah.
I might charge a little over list, but that was crazy. So anyway, I keep talking to him and I'm like, for one thing, it's eBay's problem now. You're going to have to contact them as the seller. I've done what I can, but
Right.
I noticed, see, I just happened to pull out the shipping label that it came to me in because it was in an envelope and I replaced it with the one going back with the wrong address. But here's the rub. eBay did have his updated address because it came from his correct address, not the one that it shipped back to. So
Oh,
I'm like,
damn.
here's a picture of your return on my package. You
Right.
need to contact them and let them know that because they didn't update it in the system, that's not your fault.
Right. That's their fault.
So yeah, it's all out of my. I did everything. I called FedEx. I made an account on FedEx. I called them twice. I took pictures and sent to him. Like, I feel like I did my part.
Absolutely, you did. There's nothing more you can do.
Nothing more. And I told Bill, I said, I kind of feel like, and I don't, he was very nice. He didn't have to take returns, right? Like, you don't have, I don't know. Do you have to on eBay?
No, you don't. But
Okay. So
but somebody opens a case on you, guaranteed they're going to win. So,
yeah. So he didn't have to offer returns, but yeah, he could have been an a-hole and fought me on it. But he was very nice. And I said, I apologize profusely. I'm like, I'm really sorry. I am really sorry I had to return it. I usually don't do that. I usually eat that and, like, you can see from the bags that I've ordered and
right.
kept, not one to return. But so I felt really bad. But then I told Bill, I said, this must be his karma for gouging somebody that friggin' hard. Like,
And I'm
that's
sure
a lot.
the first, I'm sure there's other people that realize that
Yeah.
he had really jacked up the prices a lot.
Yeah, I didn't. I had no, because I think at 900, so at 1300, 10, 11, 12, 13, it's still $400 over list, but like, it's supply and demand. I really wanted it. Am I crazy, guys? You guys know I'm a shopaholic. I have a problem. Like, I don't make any bones about it.
Well, Fashion File does it on the regular. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
look at what
for
Fashion
sure.
File charges for Chanel. They're doubling and sometimes tripling what the item was for on retail. They
Yeah,
don't care. You know,
100%.
they'll sell a
$100.
$100 case for $1,000 and not make any qualms about it.
So yeah, okay. So yeah, guys are like, people are like, damn. I'm like, I know. Ann Sanchez says from United States, please take some hot tea with lemon and honey. Yes. Oh my gosh. Like a medicine ball. Have you guys ever had a medicine ball
Yeah.
from, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And I need to have my daughter just make me one. She did when I first got sick, but we don't have any orange juice. I really love, I don't know what it is about orange juice. I never drink orange juice in my life until I get sick. And then I want all the vitamin C.
Yep.
But I will tell you, okay, so Dawn and I are going to talk about some shit tonight, but also, I have one more story from my house to tell you.
Oh God, I'm afraid, Winnie.
Still, I know, still the friggin' fans going and the dehumidifiers.
Oh God.
Last night, Marilyn had to go. I took her to the vet. She has that skin thing, and she also has a bad infection. And so they gave her a heavy duty antibiotic shot there, and then they put her on steroids. And the vet said, like, she's going to be peeing more because she's going to be hugely thirsty. And she is. We can hardly keep her water bowls filled.
Uh,
So when she gets thirsty and I'm lazy and the thing's out, she'll get in the bathtub. I leave a little water in the bathtub. She'll jump in there and drink, which I know is gross, but
oh,
she does it. Okay. So last night we had kept because my tile is not drying upstairs. It's not drying downstairs. So I guess they'll have to rip it out. Fine, rip it out. I don't care. Like at this point, I don't care what you do. Just take these freaking fans out of my house.
Just fix it.
So
Yeah.
they come Servpros here every day, checking it with a little beep beep. When I hear that beep, I know, oh shit, it ain't even dry. Okay, so I get up and I take a shower this morning before work. Bill is downstairs making coffee and stuff, waiting on me to get out of the shower. I get out of the shower and I notice in the corner of the ensuite part of our bathroom, the little hose drain from the dehumidifier.
Yeah.
So we had heard Marilyn go in our bathroom and open up the door. So I knew that's how I knew she wanted water last night. So I filled up her bowl. I closed the door back, but I didn't realize when she did that, the door jerked that tube out of the sink.
Oh, hell no.
It emptied all my friggin' so all of the whatever moisture it was taking out went right back into my carpet and my subfloor.
Oh, F me.
I was like,
Oh,
and when the guys came this morning, I said, guys, I'm just gonna tell you, we've had another leak. And he was like, what? And I said, okay, it's not as bad as you think, but this has been draining into my carpet again and to my and he was like, it'll dry. It's gonna dry.
oh man. Oh man, that's
So
terrible.
double whammy on the floors. But hey, Jackie. Hey, girl. Hey, Pixie Buddha. Hey, Angela. Oh my gosh. Welcome in. Hey, Donna. Hi. Yeah, medicine balls are the shiz, but my daughter knows how to make them. So we bought all the stuff to make them. There's like 5 or 6 different things in them. They are the best thing. I don't know why they make you feel so good, but they just do. Maria, hey. So Dawn and we watched the Coach show. My only critique of the show is that I mean, it was good. It would just kind of look like the same thing coming down through there a lot.
It did.
And nothing really new. They're smushing everything's slouch now. We're going to a slouch, and y'all already know I'm all the way here for the slouch. But everything's a slouchy bag, and so they're slouching the tabbies more, which is fine. But they never did. I don't know if anybody did. Answer in the chat. Did anybody see the Shop the Runway go live at all?
I know I didn't.
I didn't either. It's from the moment I went on there during the show, after, and I kept checking all night. Nothing ever said add to bag as far as the runway pieces. So
They screwed something up, or they
they're
didn't have
pulling some shit
ready.
on.
They did pull shit. That's absolutely right.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, the Kiss Lock Clutch, Craig. Hey, Craig.
That was
I know that you like that. I said when that thing came down, I said, "Oh shit, there's a Craig bag," because it was a great big that you had to carry like that, and it put me in mind of something that Louis Vuitton came out with a couple years ago when they did that big. You
the
remember, and they had it tucked.
yeah, it was that big clay.
Yes, the big frigging clay,
Yeah,
right? I think Meredith got that.
I think she did.
I'm pretty sure she got that in the luggage tag. I know somebody got that big, huge clay. I saw
Yeah,
it, but
luggage tag was cute, but
yeah, the
that
luggage tag was cute. But
was
remember what they did, Dawn? They pulled some shit. Louis Vuitton pulled some shit because it was this big when they ran it down the runway,
yeah,
and then when people ordered and got it, it was this big.
yeah, it was teeny tiny. That's why I wound up on 24S because that, you know,
Yeah.
the
But
island.
also, when you see people have them for sale, I think the damn thing wasn't but 1,600, but 1,600. And now people are like, oh, 2,900. I'm like,
Right, no way.
please don't try to. Don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining, bitch. I'm not doing it.
No, not
Oh,
happening.
the big teddy bear kiss lock in the
That's
heart.
adorable. Oh my God, that was so cute.
I can't do a bag without a strap or a top handle, though. I don't know what to do. I'm always like,
I
what do I
clutch.
do with this? No,
I like,
I have to have something.
but I can't do those great big bags.
No.
So that's just, I literally, I saw the Empire in the store. Literally, when I picked it
It's
up, I couldn't hold
it's light, but the
it.
fact that it's so like some of this the 40 and the 48 is so big, you're gonna stuff so much shit in there that it's gonna get heavy because you're stuffing so much shit in there. So
A couple of things in that bag, and right away it just starts to build up a
yeah,
lot of weight. And with the strap inside of it,
yeah.
the
Oh
feel
yeah, I
like
think,
it's
and
weight
there was a Rexy. You're right.
that
Tai
was
Tai, hey honey. Tai Tai says I want the teddy bear. Yes, take my here,
yeah. Coach
my
has been
card.
taking all my money lately. Seriously,
Right. But yeah, it was just, oh my god, crazy. I love that Rexy. Oh wait, what were we talking about? I was going to tell you something. I can't remember.
they never went on sale. The LV that
No.
they
Hmm.
shrunk.
I think I was trying to interrupt you. That was my problem. And my brain said, wait your turn, bitch.
I
It's give and take. Stop taking. But yeah. Oh, I was gonna say I'm probably gonna stuff 25 micro bags into that 40 Empire.
probably.
And then I'll be like, hey, what you guys don't realize is if you look in my car right now in the floor of my car, because we keep our in our garage, right?
Right.
So I always have a big bag in there, always. Because people are like, how do you carry this? And I'm always like, well, I always carry my phone in my hand. I just always have because I'm neurotic. You noticed that because we were together the whole time. So you
Yeah.
know that. But yeah, the tiny bags are great. And then everything that I need is actually in a big bag. So I am going to beat the brakes off of that bag. So there we go. But I'm going to put a bunch of tiny bags in there and hang tiny bags off of it.
Oh, you need to. Remember the one I showed you? Was that an Empire? Or was it
Yeah, I think so. With all the shit on it, or was
no,
that
it
a
was
Mew Mew?
Balenciaga. It was a Balenciaga.
Oh, it was. And that bag, I watched people unbox that bag. Somebody
Yeah.
unboxed that online, and it came with all that. That's why it was so damn
Right. That's
expensive.
why it was so expensive. It was 10 grand with all the charms already added.
No, ma'am. Not today, devil. I'm gonna put this little chain right here on my because now that Saya has judged his up, I'm like, I want all his looks. So
Oh,
I'm gonna steal from Saya. Saya, are you here? Are you lurking?
they showed that look.
Genergy, hello, micro bag love. Birkin boy, what did you say? Did somebody retract your message? Girl, what happened? Andrea, the key to big bag happiness is to underfill it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
love the slouch. I don't okay, I love the look of a structured bag, but when they did those tabbies, shit, I don't have any bags behind me anymore. But when they did those tabbies with the middle and the slouchy, I just was so like that was my start of loving slouch, right?
But the soft tabby has that already. The regular size
Yeah,
soft tabby, it slouches.
it's a slouch. Yeah,
It
yeah.
slouches, and it's so mushy smushy. I love it. Ooh.
But if you watch my video, you saw those Vuitton bags, 3,200, 3,400 for those slouch that are coming out into the month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Releasing like September 29th.
Oh,
I want that bag.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
I can't have that bag.
Oh
I
man.
mean, who's going to tell me no? Somebody needs to tell me no.
I'm telling you, no, Winnie,
I
no, no.
I can't fucking do it. Like I cannot do it. I'm so glad that I did return that big bag today, though the guy double priced me for. But I'm also sad for him if he gets it back. Like if I was him, I'd go to my old address and sit out in front of the house on
He's got
Thursday.
in touch with the mail. Make sure it gets forwarded. That's
Exactly because well,
quality.
FedEx's line said this has to be signed for.
Right.
So I'm thinking like, bud, you better go to your old house and sit there. I mean, that's all you can do for a
Yeah,
bag that expensive. Come on.
I would. I'd check and see when it was going to be delivered to the car.
Craig says no. Like his ass will tell me no. When I show a bag, he goes, "You should get that."
Here's Saya.
Saya! Oh
Here
my
it goes
God.
back. Army shows
Aloha.
up. Aloha.
Yes, put the credit card down. I can't. Help me. Help me help myself. My video this week is dedicated to Winnie this Saturday, is why I don't need the Coach Empire. You do need it though. Of all the bags, you need this one. Like this says you on it. Like it should be embroidered with your name on it because it just looks tailor made.
So
Even
Craig,
the 48. I would think Craig would love the 48 as
I
well.
I agree. I mean,
Yeah.
I just can't imagine him not having it.
Right. Yeah. So I don't even know. My black box leather Antigone. Oh, yeah. That bag is nice, Lisa. That bag is very, very. Are we starting to get trolling? I don't see the people going up too much, so I think we're okay. Hey, Lori. Hello. Smiling Cats Couture's here.
Hey, Lori.
I love you, girl. Yeah, that Tory Burch video. Do you know that Saya does all that editing on his phone, those dissolves and everything? He's
Yep.
very good. Well, he's been at this a long time. So
Said that he does it on his phone. I was really happy to know that because I do everything on my phone too.
yeah. Oh, guys, not my laptop, but my desktop went kaput. That I lost my third and almost final. I think I have five what do you call them, ports, and so now my third port, which is, I hook my camera, which my
Oh,
camera will Bluetooth, but my or not my laptop, but my desktop is so old, I don't think that's going to work. But anyway, I broke down today and bought a MacBook.
oh, fancy
I
schmancy.
bought a refurbed one. It was a $2,700 one
Oof.
from last year, 16-inch. Has all the bells and the whistles, 16 gig, blah, 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 terabytes and all that. $9.99 at Best Buy.
Wow, that was
Yeah.
a great deal.
So
Great
now I'm going
deal.
to be editing on that.
Fancy Winnie. I can't wait to see what you do.
I really hate editing, I have to tell you. I freaking hate it, Dawn. I don't
I know.
I don't like it at all. I'm just getting so aggravated. What happened to my Hermes? Maria bought me an Hermes lippy, and I took it out of the box. But what bag did I put it in? Oh
I
hell!
mine today.
I put it. Oh no! Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Good.
Oh God! Thank God, Maria. I really thought it was. Remember, I thought it was perfume. You asked me what she gave me, and I was like, I think it's an Hermes perfume. And I got home, I opened it up, and I was like, holy shit! It's a lippy.
Yeah.
Oh God, I love it. So
Yes.
moisturizing. And can we get a Yota? Bam!
Bam. That
Bam.
cap that cap does it all the time. Gotta love it.
I love it. I love it. So what's everybody? Okay. Well, right, Andrea, that MacBook deal. I was
You
like
keep going.
$1,800 off. I'll take it. Y'all know I'll buy almost anything if it's marked down.
Gotta be marked down for a computer. Definitely.
Oh my God.
30.
Lori says you inspired me to purchase that lip balm and it's yummy. It is. It is raspberry. Who ever heard of a raspberry? I love a good magnet snap. Ooh, girl.
Yeah.
I don't want to brag. But anyway, no, just kidding. Who got clean underwear money? What the
Oh.
Saya, I love you. Here's my handwritten note from Meredith that I will never part with. It says, "You and I are the best." Okay, it doesn't say any of that. But she did tell me that time when I made that one note up about her. And she didn't write me notes. She goes, "I would be happy to write that." And I was like, "All right, could you though? I'll put that in the frame. I will put it in the frame." Oh, I have to tell you guys. Dawn and I went to see. not together, but separately, Longlegs.
Yes.
I actually rented it at home because I went to see Beetlejuice over the weekend and it was fabulous.
I gotta see that.
Except, guys, I sat beside a lady who you don't want to look right at because it was packed. You don't want to like eyeball it. You know what I mean? That's creepy, right? It's cringy. So you just periphery see the person. You don't pay any attention to them. You just know that they're there. But here's how I knew she was there. I didn't even have to see her. This was the thing. She had a large popcorn and one fucking kernel at a time. She
God,
never closed her mouth once
no.
except to put it around a straw.
Oh, frig, that's
I mean, through the first, the previews, and I got up and I went and peed to make sure I wouldn't have to go during the movie, whatever. And like, so I just thought, oh yeah, she'll be. You get tired of the popcorn after a minute, and then whatever. But
oh.
one freaking piece kernel at
I
20 minutes.
my mind. Oh dear
In
God.
20, and I kind of have that oral thing where I like, if
Yeah.
people rake a spoon across, I kind of get a little like freaked out about that. But so I finally they were done with their like Bill and Carter had finished they got one to share. And popcorn on this Ozempic is not a great thing. So, but I'll be damned. I was like, oh, I'm a prove a point. I grabbed that bag up. So I started doing
Sorry. I used to sit
and
to or it near, okay, we had these very large sectioned off areas, okay, where they were like corner cubes.
yeah,
Corner cubes within a great big cube. And I used to sit near a man. He was an Asian man,
yeah.
and he sold some kind of stuff. I don't know what this stuff was. It was some kind of grape juice stuff.
Hmm.
And every damn morning he would
Purple
take
drink.
and would swish it in his mouth. Let me demonstrate.
Okay, do it. Oh, no,
And
no.
all you would hear is that sloshing for I don't know how long. I used to have to get up and walk away.
Oh my God.
I don't know what that was all about because at first I thought it was like a cultural thing that maybe, was part of his
Well,
diet.
he'd probably eaten breakfast and he was getting all the gunk out of his teeth.
No, it was one
No?
those multi-level marketing things,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Melaleuca or something. Amway.
something like that. But that, and bless his soul, he's alive. He used to bring a lot of soupy kind of meals
Uh-huh.
to work.
Yeah, like noodles? I love noodles. I
Um,
love soupy
like
noodles.
me too. I love a soup noodle,
Oh,
but
hell yeah.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
but he would slurp very, very loudly at anything that he ate that was liquidy. If it was cereal,
Oh my God, hilarious.
oh my
I
god,
love it already.
I had to walk away because I don't want to be rude and say to him because I know in his culture the slurping is it's like a sign of you really like it and you're
Yeah.
respecting food
Yeah,
because
that's right. Yeah, I think you're
so
right. Okay,
I
yeah.
didn't let my own proclivity against the slurping sound insult him. So I used to have to just walk and I'd be like, please finish soon, please finish.
Uh,
But yeah.
oh my God. Well, halfway, she quit. She did finally put her bag down, I think, but I took that bag, guys, and I seriously shook that bag out. And went, ah. You know how it makes that sound on that paper, and I went, and then I put my hand down in there and started like jiggling,
Deserving of back to
and then I would take a drink. I was like, "Oh, you wanna play today, bitch? Okay." And Bill's like, "Seriously, just watch the movie." I'm like, "I can't. I'm involved in a pissing match with this old lady beside me, and I'm gonna win." But yeah.
oh god, it's just awful. Awful. Speaking of awful, let's discuss Longlegs.
All right, so Longlegs. Spoilers alert. If you haven't seen that scary movie, Longlegs, if you are not into scary movies, like I gotta tell you, this is gonna be some spoilers.
All right, and let me also, if I could shamelessly plug, Thursday I'm going to be doing what was supposed to be Terror Tuesday, but now we're doing Terror Thursday, even though it's going to say Tuesday. I'm going to be
Okay,
telling my top 10 essential horror films.
okay, good.
For
Right
the
before
Halloween.
Halloween.
You got it. You got it.
I love
So,
it. Okay.
so I'm going to say if you've not seen it and you want to see it, maybe you shouldn't be watching because you might want to make up your own mind about this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know what, right. All right. Saya says in Hawaii it's rude not to slurp. Exactly, Saya.
Yeah.
What I and that's what I realized, and that's why I was being
Yeah.
sensitive. Even though I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you think that you want to watch this, you know, don't know what each other's opinions are
Yeah.
of this. So, Winnie, you start.
I thoroughly loved it. So there will be 50% of the people in the world who get a laugh out of it
Okay.
because it has become a TikTok thing. Yeah, let me in now. I have to think good. Come out not once,
Yes.
not
Yes.
twice, as many times as I like. Okay, so now it's become a funny meme, which kind of I feel like hurt the integrity of the movie, but pumped me more to see it because half of the people are laughing at it hysterically, thinking it's just Nicolas Cage being incredibly Nicolas Cage and that anything he's been in a while has been a little bit of a loser because he never says no to any parts.
Right.
But I generally got it was a very dark, and I mean dark lit.
It was extremely dark. So dark.
Extremely. The cinematography was, yeah,
I thought it was too dark in a lot of places because
yeah,
there were scenes where she was reading newspapers or looking at evidence, and it was so dark you couldn't read it, and
mhm,
it didn't stay on the screen long enough for your eyes to focus
yeah,
through the dimness. And it was a situation where I just felt like it was just way overdone throughout the whole film.
yeah,
So that I didn't like because it was like every scene was the same. Not even so much that it was a
yeah,
tone or like a wash that they used. It was just friggin' dark.
yeah. It was very dark. A lot of stupid things were done in that movie, which caused me several times to scream out. So I did scream. Thankfully, I was at home
Yeah.
because I rented. There were some jump scares, and they I knew they were gonna come, but then I was still like, ah, shit. Yeah, it scared me. And the main character, gosh, I can't think of her name now. It escapes me. But anyway, the gal that plays what I call Clarice Sterling's part,
Yeah, she was a wannabe Clarice Starling. Uh-huh.
Starling, that's it. It just it was almost a little too much out of her page out of her book, but she was also very
What
almost autistic.
Yeah, she was wooden and very emotionless and
Very, and that was the character of her that she plays because I've seen this girl in other parts and she can be animated and be,
yeah.
so it was just the way the guy that wrote it did it. And the over the top makeup on Nick Cage, if for no other reason you go see this movie, that should be your reason because when he says, "Oh, I brought my long legs today," and then he comes down and does that. That's the first time I screamed, right at the very beginning.
All right.
But I kind of figured it out.
That makeup, that makeup was
Horrible,
wait, I just had it. I just had it and I thought I had even made notes.
insane.
That makeup was Tiny Tim meets Betty Davis in Whatever Happened to Baby
It
Jane.
was it just
Yeah,
Betty Davis had a little bit more
lip
or
liner. And
lip line. It's just
yeah,
all over lipstick instead of staying on her lip, and teeth. But okay, so and I will tell you because I did some deep diving on this as well. And apparently, the backstory on this guy, and this is what I wish they had brought to the movie, was backstory on the characters. Why is he like that? Because that's not something you see every day.
right, right.
But apparently, because Daddy, he'd screamo songs and stuff.
Yes,
So apparently, he was in a band, in a screamo type band.
sure. Yes.
And that was why because like rock stars tend to try to keep their youthful, or they're scary, or they're what they're
Right.
if you ever noticed, a rock star from the 80s will still be wearing the same tired makeup,
Yep.
50 pounds heavier, but still those 7 strands of hair, whereas they used to have beautiful. Sebastian Bach comes to mind.
I was
He
just
was
going to
gorgeous.
say, yeah, he's definitely in that realm. And
But doesn't know when to, like, okay,
yeah,
I'm 70, so so that was the basis behind the white theater makeup, the plastic
like
surgeries.
plastic surgeries. Yes.
Yeah. So he
Okay.
was trying to keep that youthful look, but then also, if you sold your soul to the devil, spoiler alert, but if that's what happened, wouldn't any kind of selling your soul to the devil, in my experience, movie, the devil keeps them looking good. Like, why wouldn't he? Because
Right.
you're going out and getting people to kill themselves.
Clearly, they're going to be a little bit put off by your appearance. So that
I
was just a little bit over.
It was over the top, yeah. But I knew. Did you know that? Okay, spoiler alert, guys, plug your ears. But did you also know that he was in her basement?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that was clear from the moment the daughter came home, looked underneath the door, and like a big cockroach came crawling out.
Yes.
Like, because you could see the rafters of him living inside of a basement.
And that was another to me
Plot
part
hole.
to Silence of the Lambs when you see Buffalo
Yeah.
Bob and he's living in this really rundown house and
Y-
you're not sure what's going on.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
It
So
did
I
give off a feel like that. It gave off a real, like, okay, Buffalo Bob, Bill, whatever, Buffalo Bill. He's down in the basement, doing crazy dances in a skin suit, which kind of was what he was doing. He was making out with, I mean, he wasn't making out, but he was making these dolls, and he was kissing them
yeah,
and talking to them like they were real people. It was just very bizarre
very
behavior.
bizarre. It was like something right out of Twilight Zone or Night Gallery.
Yeah, and it
Very,
was
very strange.
this thing at the cuckoo, cuckoo. I was like,
Yeah.
just buy your Mylanta and move on. What are you doing right now? And
Yeah.
even the little girl's like, Daddy, the weirdo's back. Like,
It was just
it was
that was
bizarro. I loved the movie. I will say that I loved it. It
okay.
scared me, even knowing all the things I knew, because I'd watched all the TikToks, all the whatever, and the Instagrams about it, and the YouTube shorts. I had watched all that, knowing basically what was going on, but still, it scared the shit out of me. When she was in her house, after she came home and was trying to cipher through the cipher, whatever, and she saw him, she literally saw him outside, and then she takes a damn gun and goes out and leaves her door open. Of course. Bill and I were both like, of course he's in your
Of
house.
course. Where else
Of
is he gonna
cour-
go?
But then over her shoulder, you see him walk through the window. I was dead. I was gone. I was like, oh my God. I was terrified of that. Oh, that was
So
terrifying.
me, hated it.
You did hate it,
I
yeah.
did not like it at all. I
Yeah.
thought it was just a mashup of Annabelle meets Silence of the Lambs, and
Yeah.
there's just absolutely no way you're ever going to top Silence of the Lambs.
No.
Not
Oh, classic.
protagonist that you can root for and that you feel for, who's in a position
Yeah.
where they're trying to extract information because nobody else was able to do this. And she was in a completely different environment because Lecter was locked up and in an asylum. He was
Yeah.
not able to hurt anyone. They
Right.
did not let a rookie cop go in with a suspected serial killer
By themselves and
who's just
not
held, not locked up, not chained, not
and
nothing.
not restrained. That was what killed me. At any point, instead of killing himself, he could have killed her.
Right. As for Nick Cage's performance, well, let me get into the dark. It was
Okay.
so dark. The acting was so blunt to me. I mean, the more she sort of took her time and was emotionless, and it was nice and dark, I just drifted off. I must have napped probably 2 or 3 times.
Oh, wow.
It was just like, I,
Yeah.
do something, like do something. And then when Cage got locked up and it started to get a little bit more exciting, I perked up
Yeah.
for a little bit. It kind of roused me from my sleep.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought his acting was very good for what it was, but I think that what they tried to go for was, this freaky, creepy sort of character,
Mhm.
sort of like, okay, sometimes you have your horror villains, like for instance,
Texas Chainsaw. Yeah.
well, like for instance, Ruth Gordon's Mini Castavets in Rosemary's Baby, where she's a
Okay.
little
Yeah.
spooky. She makes you laugh, but she's
It's
evil.
creepy. Yeah.
Or Sister Mary Eunice in American Horror Story, or
Yes.
Sandy in American Horror
Oh,
Story. Like,
oh, oh, oh.
know that they're a little bit creepy. They
Yeah.
make you laugh. It's like a nervous laugh, but with him, I mean, he looked like Tiny Tim pretending to be Betty Davis. Like, I kind
Yeah.
of couldn't even take his creepiness as being
Mhm.
so serious.
Yeah.
So it just really, like, as a self-proclaimed horror aficionado,
Yeah.
like Oz Perkins, who is the director, it's Tony Perkins' son, Psycho Tony Perkins' son.
Oh,
I really feel like it had potential to be much better than it was. And
it
I
did.
think a lot of the good feedback that it got is because it was an A24 produced film, and
Yeah.
A24 produced Hereditary and Midsommar, which were both excellent films. And
I couldn't.
this was just, it was just subpar. But
Yeah.
people held this up to be like the scariest thing ever.
I
And
think they promoted it that way.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think it wasn't an entertaining
No.
movie, but certainly was not the be all end all horror film of the decade or Nick Cage's best performance
N-
ever.
Oh
He
God, no. That's Face Off for sure.
oh, definitely, definitely. Um,
Yeah.
wasn't it Blair Underwood, the
Yeah.
detective? That was my main drawer because I really like Blair
I
Underwood.
do too.
Seriously underutilized in this
Yeah.
film. I don't
But
think that.
you knew it. You knew going in by them introducing that it's her birthday coming up. You start
Right.
realizing the importance of the birthdays. And oh, yeah, by the way, it's her birthday too. How interesting. How odd. Don't put the two and two together. Oh, she's not getting a doll. Because I saw the doll that he was making and it had those long braids like her.
Yep.
Because they sort of did a long shot and it was very dark. So you really couldn't see the face of the doll. But I knew, I told Bill, I said, that's the detective, guys. That's his daughter. That she just went into her room and stuff and talked to her about her birthday. It's her birthday. That doll is for her. Watch, they're going to get, and then they did. And I was like, I told you. But what? Okay, jump scare number 2 for me. What the hell were they doing at that place, at that neighborhood? Going,
Yeah. Yeah, that was just a total mystery.
no one knows.
I think what it was implying is that she had some sort of psychic energy and that she instinctively knew that something was going down in that house.
And then her partner, dumbass that he is, says, "No, we don't need backup. How
Why
are
would
you gonna know out of all these houses? That's not the house. Watch." Boom, boom, boom. And then he got, and I was like,
uh,
"Oh
that scared me. That's
my
not but that whole mystery
god."
very
That totally,
yeah, that
it
was
took me for a loop on that.
too.
I couldn't make it through Hereditary because it was so damn scary. And I like scary, but as I get older, I like camp scary, like your Scream movies. I am a big, huge fan of Scream. Even the Saw movies, I'm a huge friggin' fan
I
of the
love,
Saw.
but
Love.
there's a lot more to Saw than just like cut them up, bang them up. I mean,
Yeah.
there's more to it. So
Yeah.
I I could kind of see the draw there. I
Yeah.
like a good scary movie, and I like one that you kind of have to puzzle, and that's what I like so much about Hereditary is the family dynamic and the family, you know, which is what Hereditary really refers to is
Yeah.
this evil being passed down through generations
Yeah.
and this generational curse and even with the miniatures in the beginning, are they in control of their own lives or is someone else
Yeah.
placing them? It gets you to think so much, and even at the end, was that just a little diorama? Did it
Oh, I
really
when the little girl stuck her
happen?
head out the window, I was done. I didn't finish it.
Okay,
I've
okay.
never finished Hereditary.
Oh my god.
Ever.
Oh my god. Well, it
Mm-mm.
gets creepier, I will tell you that much. And Ann Dowd was in it. She plays a great role.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
creepy as anything.
Well, I love them all. I love that actor, Muriel's wedding gal, whatever her
Oh, Tony Collette, she's
Tony
awesome.
Collette. I love Tony Collette. So I really thought like I'll be into this. And then I was not into this. Like I was like, I'm freaked out. I gotta go. Even that doll, not the Annabelle doll. The doll that the little that that did the dance, you know. Do you know
Meg,
what I'm talking about?
Megan.
Megan.
I
That freaked me out too. That was freaking. It didn't tie it all up at the end. I like a happy. If I'm gonna see a crazy bunch of killing sprees and stuff, I like to have a little bit of happiness at the end. I love the not Final Destination, but the maybe it is Final Destination, where all the things happen at first and they all try to cheat death, but
I
death comes for them anyway, and they all get it at the end. Oh,
Well, I love Creepy Doll. The creepiest doll in all of TV history was on an episode of Night Gallery. And I'm telling
oh,
you, I can't watch this particular episode where the guy goes to India and he brings back this haunted doll for his daughter. Well, of course, you don't know it's haunted then. And the doll is just the most demonic looking, horrible, horrible thing ever. And, like, to me, you're not gonna get any worse than that. Well, except for Trilogy of Terror, of course. Trilogy of Terror, the Zuni warrior doll.
okay. Even worse than that, have you ever seen the Stephen King,
X-Files, Kinga?
in the is it the Langoliers? No. Okay, so it's a town, it was in the 90s that they did the movie, but of course it was a book. But anyway, it was where the town chief of police had a whole crazy room of these friggin' dolls.
The Tommy Knockers. Yes,
Tommy knockers,
the
that's it.
Tommy that was creepy.
That damn doll that did the first and like at the very first and made the little boy cry, and she went, "Which one of you did that? I know it was one of you." I was like,
That was weird. Yeah, that was that was one of my favorite books of his too, the Tommyknocker.
Yeah, the book was great, but that when they redid it, lost a lot. It
It
is.
lost a lot, and I think what it really lost and what made the Tommyknockers so special as a book was the relationship between the two mains and
Yeah,
how their relationship was so tight, and they were in that whole thing together, and
together. Yeah,
that kinda is what pulled along the
yeah,
show, and it was that emotional connection and the story
yeah.
of the book. And you didn't feel that as much in the miniseries. But hey, we got Salem's Lot coming on beginning
Oh
of
my god.
New Salem's Lot. Yes, and I'm oof, very.
Oh my god. One of my very scariest when the floating outside the window when they change. Didn't that just oh my god, just and they
I,
would scratch
I
scratch the
I read the book. Okay, my bedroom at the time was across from double windows. Okay, I had
oh
two
god.
windows. And I wanna say it might have been sometime like, around this time of the year when it starts to get cool enough at night that you can open the windows, and I remember reading that part, and I remember watching my curtains blow, and all I kept picturing was the kid floating outside the window. It scared the Jesus out of me. Oh my god, it was horrible. Oh.
I love David Soul though. And whatever happened to Lance Kerwin? He was so huge.
You know, I think Lance Kerwin passed away not long ago.
I think so. Yeah, I did hear that. But
I loved him. Do you remember James at 15?
yeah, possibly. I did try to see everything that he was in because I really thought he was cute when I was a kid.
Adorable. And you know who else I loved? Scott Jacoby. Do you read
Uh-uh.
Scott Jacoby?
No.
Did you ever see Bad Ronald?
Uh-uh.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna have to link this for you. Okay.
Okay.
You haven't lived until you've seen Bad Ronald. And this is a story that's it's relevant for now because
Okay.
Bad Ronald was a kid who was bullied, teased, yada yada yada.
Oh no.
He accidentally was walking home from school, and one of the little neighborhood kids said something mean to him, and I think he jumped in front of her bike or something happened where it was an accident, and she falls off the bike, hits her head on the curb, and dies. Ronald goes home to his mother and tells his mother what happened, and the mother said, well, Ronald, I don't know what to do. We're going to have to figure out something because if the police come, they're going to arrest you and take you away. So
Yeah.
she hides him in a spare bathroom in the house, locks the door, like kind of makes it like you don't know that there's a room over there. And then one day she dies. And Ronald is living in the house. Now, he does have a little door he could come in and out of to get snacks and food and whatnot, but he's mainly got to stay hidden. And when he realizes that the mom's dead, he lives there. Now, this was an ABC movie of the week, mind you.
Wow.
So, okay, another family buys this house, and he's fascinated by this family, and he's fascinated by one of the girls from this family, and he's watching her like through a peephole that he makes, and he makes up this whole comic book 'cause he draws. And he makes up this fantasy land, and she's the princess. He's going to save her. Blah 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 blah. And then finally, they realize Ronald's in the house, and the police come, of course, and take him away. But why I'm saying it's so relevant is this concept of frogging, where people have found that there's somebody else living in their house, has
Oh,
actually happened. So
yes.
that's what makes this so creepy, is because these things have actually happened where people
Yeah.
hear noises and they live in a big enough house where somebody knows where to go, and they're hiding away from the family and just
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
off of.
Mhm. Carter says that's one of her big, like, when we're not home, like when we were at your house, that's one of her things that she does think of, like, is somebody living in our attic? And I don't realize. I go,
I
there's no way
thought
to get in there.
I thought of it in my own house. I'm like, is there somebody else there?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
now there was a similar movie like that, and I think I watched it last Halloween season. Really freaky, where the kid, okay, so they have a pumpkin patch in their yard. I don't know if you saw this. I can't think of what it is. But so the mom is kind of a trad wife, and the dad kind of calls the shots. And behind the fridge is a little door, and it goes down into the basement. And they punish the little boy that way. But then he keeps dreaming there's somebody living in his walls, and it talks to him, and he thinks it's like somebody that his mom is captured or whatever. But what it is a evil little, like, he had a sister before him, and she's just trying to get him to let her out. But the parents are keeping her there because they know she's evil and will kill everything. But,
oh,
like, she's got this long hair, and it's, like, filled with spiders and stuff, and there's this pit in the basement that they kind of locked her up in for a long time, and
oh,
then somebody comes over and lets the thing out, and then they finally save him, or so you think, and at the very end, she kind of he gets under the bed and hides, and she does that thing where their hair falling over, and she's like, "Hey, it's me, your sister," or whatever. What
oh.
was that movie? But anyway, if I can think of that, guys, that one was crazy. Oh my god.
Okay, I see somebody mentioned The People Under the Stairs. That was
Oh, the people under the stairs was great. I would love to revisit that.
me too. Me too.
That
It was
one freaked me out.
it freaked me out too, but I felt sorry for them.
I did not. I was legitimately scared because they could reach the stairs and grab you.
Yeah, but they were tortured people.
They
They didn't evil. That was the thing. Like
It was horrible.
it was horrible, but they were sad. They were sad horrible.
My favorite in the 80s, I think, when I was a kid, the My Bloody Valentine.
Oh yeah.
Loved that one. It was kind of like tits and ass too, you know. That was a big thing when they started doing horror. I think Jason started that off, that whole series, where it was like, oh yeah, kids getting it on, and they sort of showed a little tits and ass and people making out, and then they'd get skewered. So that was I like that sort of. Oh, I'm frozen. I like that sort of thing. But anyway, my phone is about to die. Okay, Chats with Chris says my favorite horror is
The
The
bad
Bad Seed. That is a good
Oh
one.
God, the bad seed is one of the best. I've got the sweetest mother. I
Oh,
love the bad seed. Patty was amazing.
the
Oh,
brother sister parents were hilarious. Yes. I don't think I've seen that one. That was on Skinamax. Oh my god, I loved Skinamax.
Skinamax. Yeah, they had some real doozies back in the day.
Oh my god,
Uh,
yes. I could watch a lot of stuff. Well, because our parents didn't really, I mean, just because they didn't care about our lives as much as their own. I've said this a million times. My kids find this atrocious, but it's so true. They had their own lives. We were just part of it.
yep,
And little people living in it, shh, be quiet. Don't say much. You can do your thing, but not when I'm around.
yep,
So when they were at work, we had Channel 7, which was HBO or Cinemax One, whatever it was.
yes.
And so we could, you had your box on the top, and you got 13 different when you bought cable. And we just watched, because you remember back then it was HBO especially would do um, one movie and then another movie, and then they would go back to that original. So it would do that for 24 hours. It would play the same two movies over and over again, and the next day it would change them. And so if you didn't watch one, you could wait for it to come back around after the next one. So you could watch the same two movies pretty much for 24 hours. But I watched the Corvette summer movie on HBO forever, and A Star Is Born, the one with that's my favorite. Love the Four Star Is Born. I've seen three of them. Of course, the Lady Gaga one is good, but the one with Barbara Streisand and Chris Christopherson, so good. The one with Judy Garland, very good. I loved it, but it was long and draggy.
It was. I thought that
But
Barbara
Barbara Streisand, the "Who's watching me now?" She puts her arms out and does the dance. Oh, that's so
and then the
good.
basically is A Star Is Born meets Janis Joplin. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
and it
great.
was, "With one more look at you," and then the tears. Yes, girl, I loved
Oh,
it.
loved it. Loved it.
Loved it. Oh my
Oh,
God, we've had a trip down movie memory lane. And don't forget, Thursday, Dawn will be counting down the horror flicks because Dawn is a horror aficionado. I don't think there's too many horror movies that I could mention that you haven't seen.
I don't think so either.
I
I mean,
don't either. And you go to you're like a purist. You do actually go to the movies when they come out and you see them. So,
one that I really wanna see, absolutely, like, I have to see it and I want the cinema experience. Some I'm like, "Well, I could just wait until it comes on," but, yeah, if it's one that I really wanna see,
yeah.
I'm on there and I'll munch my corn silently so I don't bother anybody, but yeah.
And
Uh,
that lady got up during the I thought Beetlejuice was great. I won't spoil anything, but
no,
I thought they did an excellent job at keeping the whole campy theme of it, and that's what it always has been. It went right
yeah,
along with that again. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But she got up halfway through, like, and she did this thing of, and I was like, "Really? You're bored?"
are you on the right
No, but they do a song number, and it's a Donna Summer. So I'm in the middle of it. Just I don't think that I can take it because it took so long to bake it.
I'll never have that.
That recipe again. Yes. Okay, so remember that if you go see the movie, there's a spoiler for you. That is the best scene in the whole movie. But
Awesome.
I'm over there singing those and just, and everyone's like, shh.
Oh, man.
But
Oh,
anyway,
you don't even
okay. Chris says, "Do y'all do horror houses?" No.
believe it or no.
No. Like, there's one near us. When I say near us, probably from here to Knoxville. I know it's closer to Knoxville. So a couple hours that you get your money back. What is it? If they don't scare you, you get your money back. Or if you can make it all the way through without saying anything or, jumping or whatever, you get your money back or something.
Oh, God.
But they say it's one of those. Yeah.
Can't
Mhm.
matter, is it?
I always get scared. Like, I get scared going through a corn maze. I get scared on a haunted hayride. Okay.
Scared on the hayride. See, I'll do a hayride. I will not do the house because
Mm,
my biggest fear, because I really can't run, is that somebody's going to chase after me, which they
yeah.
did, and I could really get hurt. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
really
Oh,
afraid that
I
I'm
don't blame you. Yeah.
going
We're too old now. I mean, I think we're past the. I don't think I'll ever do that, but yeah, I used to. That was my thing. That I used to definitely go to all the haunted house. I love the Jason mask and the no chainsaw, just blows out air, but you feel it and they started out. Oh, I scream until I almost pee my pants. But anyway, yeah, I love it. I do give out candy. Chris, I dress up every year. I have my entire life. I used to go to work and dress up. You name it, I've been it. Last year, Bill was
great.
he was deaf. Okay. And I was Winnie from Hocus Pocus. And I think my
Great.
I think Carter was also um like death or something.
I
They
think
were,
so. She was like
yeah,
a goblin or
or a
something.
ghoul or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I probably have as many Halloween costumes in my closet and wigs as I do normal clothes. So yes. dressing up is a thing for me. I love it. It is my way of doing drag, and I am down and all the way here for it. I love it. I love it. I feel like if you can take one day a year and be somebody else, why not be that person? But yeah.
Not do it. I
And
don't
so,
give
yeah.
candy because we get very few trick or treaters up
Yeah.
on the block, and I would if my neighbors like next door and the other house next door. And honest to God, I think they don't want to give it out because they're cheap. Well, I know the guy next to me; he's cheap.
Yeah.
And other neighbors, they hide. I have no idea why. I'm like half the well years
Right.
ago when it was the kids in the
Yeah.
neighborhood. I'm like, all these kids, like,
Yeah.
can't give them a piece of chocolate.
Dawn, you know what I keep thinking of about your house is
What?
Bill getting out of the damn car in the dark and hitting that hitch with his shin bone
Oh my
and the noise it ding.
That
Oh,
was terrible. Oh my god, poor Bill got really oh god.
that I will never forget the horrific I dropped the bags and things that I had like, oh shit, we're gonna have to go to the damn ER in
I
Philadelphia. We're not from around here. What is gonna
was
happen?
so scared when I saw him stagger and I said, "Geez,
Oh my god,
what
the
the
noise.
hell?" Yeah, it was like a thump, really.
Oh, it was like a crack. Oh,
God,
oh God.
you sued him. Really, if something happened, you could have sued him. It's dark
Oh,
as an appendage on his car that you can't see.
he does. And he's probably still backed in that way, isn't he?
Oh, he always is. Absolutely. Turn your hitch and face your driveway and you
But
maneuver.
yeah, face your own. You're on my property now, bitch.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Oh,
Oh, I am excited too. Grace says, but some parents are worried about poisoning. A while back, we had put needles in strawberries. So apparently, oh,
oh geez.
someone put needle. That's crazy. So apparently they, yeah, fruits is a, I don't. I'm gonna. If I walked up as a kid and saw you giving out oranges and grapes and down, no, ma'am, we would just bypass your house. And when you went to bed, your ass was getting toilet papered and gagged
Yeah.
because how dare you give out and those little sun-made raisin boxes?
Oh,
No,
please no, no,
you
no.
no,
But they actually did a study, and no one's ever actually gotten a razor blade in their apple or
no.
anything in their pixie sticks. So it's
That's
just
right.
let
That's It's a but now there's there was this what killed me, Dawn, is all these people saying, because I know some drug addicts. We all do, but I know some hardcore. Okay, and I'm telling you right now, they had this thing, and it's been going on for a couple of years. People are putting fentanyl in a damn dollar bill and dropping. I need you to know that drug addicts are not going to give away their precious drugs in a dollar bill. They're not going to give away money either.
no, they'll lick it off that dollar bill
They
before.
sure will. You're never going to see any traces of no fentanyl. That please don't get us with that, okay, guys? Like, trust me. I'm sure that it's happened some way, somehow. Fentanyl is scary. It's a scourge upon the earth. But I'm just saying, like, please don't feel like it's in your mailbox or on your candy or
No,
it's not. Okay. All right. Okay.
I
Chris says my pot costs too much to give away. Exactly. You're not just going to drop it hoping somebody will pick it up, get a
really
contact high from it, and drop over dead. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
up your cough medicine. Hell no, it takes too much to get it.
Exactly. My doctor won't even call it in for me again. I'm over here going to have to cough through the night.
Holy shit.
All right, guys, I have a video coming up tomorrow. I don't know what that video is yet. And then Saturday, an unboxing to parallel, to rival all unboxings on YouTube ever. Okay, no, it's a very nice bag.
Do I know it? Have I seen it?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, okay.
yeah.
I think I've seen it, yeah.
People may get danders up. It is blinky.
Okay. Okay.
No sad. But that's Saturday. Tomorrow, I probably will do a Halloween video of some sort if I have time. People are always asking me what are on your shelves, so I might go through and just
Oh, good
I
idea.
d- yeah, I don't know, and link all this stuff, and because these things like this little stuff, this is stuff that Jackie told me about, and these things somebody did message me about. So I might just go through a tour of
You
the decor and let you know where you can pick up the decor if you are interested. Okay, guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you, Dawn. I love you for being here. We're gonna try. I think Ed is gonna make an appearance once this month, so that'll be nice. You know, it's spa night for his babies, so we kind of have to sort of,
the
pay
baby.
homage to them babies. Those babies are too damn cute. I love them. All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.